Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with a WBZ News Update. Top stories today. A few thousand people are still without power in Massachusetts as the next storm threatens to bring more snow today. Crews from the Midwest came to Worcester County to help make repairs. In the town of Harvard, warming centers were set up for residents to get a hot cup of coffee or charge their phones. National Grid tells WBZ the scattered damage we saw with Monday's storm is slowing down repair work. People gathered in East Boston yesterday to call more attention to the disappearance of 41-year-old mother of two teenagers, Reina Morales Rojas. She was reported missing the Monday after Thanksgiving. Latino advocates are questioning why Boston police waited 2 months to appeal to the public for help. Reina was last seen getting out of a car on Alston Street in Somerville. She moved here last year from El Salvador for a better life. Meanwhile, in Brookfield, friends, family, and coworkers are pleading with the public to contact police if you know anything about where Brittany T. might be. She was last seen walking out of her Brookfield home January 10th. Her family says that it's just not like her to not be in contact with them for so long. State police searched a large wooded area near her home on Tuesday. Dive teams have been looking in local bodies of water, but still no sign of Brittany. Her family is holding on to hope, though, that they will see her soon. Residents and climate activists were out in East Boston earlier today protesting the construction of an Eversource substation they say would be dangerous to their community. The rally took place right outside the Eversource construction site on Condor Street in Eastie. The protesters say they're taking action against this Eversource substation because it's an environmental hazard which will affect the Black and brown communities living in that area. They're also asking Governor Healy to stop construction. Well, we're in a next weather alert as we gear up for another round of snow and then rain starting later this afternoon. It could impact the evening commute. So let's get a check of the latest forecast with meteorologist Sarah Wroblewski. Sarah?
We do have a next weather alert just for the fact that the impact to the commute is going to be one of the biggest concerns as we go on through the day today. It does look as though snow will change over to rain and winds will be increasing, very gusty, especially along our coastal locations. Pretty massive storm come ahead here. You can see the head right here and the tail extending all the way down along the eastern seaboard. So the moisture is still out to the west, but it will be filling on into our area as we go on through the afternoon. Light to flurries, a few sprinkles to start. Temperatures right now still above freezing in Boston, but we will watch that the snow will advance in and likely be steadiest right during the evening commute, right around 5-6 o'clock, and continuing to pile up well north and west where temperatures are cold enough to support that. But to the south, you'll notice already a change over to rain, and that rain snow line will work its way into the Boston area shortly after 8 o'clock, and then by 11 o'clock all the way up into parts of New Hampshire. Watching for heavy downpours to low visibility if you're going to be traveling overnight, and could still see some lingering showers by early Thursday, but eventually what we'll watch for is a drying trend, a mix of clouds and sun, and temperatures will be in the 40s, so not looking for any black ice for your early morning commute, but temperatures do fall as we go into the afternoon. Overall, snowfall totals highest to the north and west, where it stays snowing a little bit longer, I should say. 1 to 3 inches as you get towards the Worcester Hills, closing in around 495. We'll have to see if we extend that to 128, but it does look as though coatings up to an inch possible, likely getting washed away, especially down across areas south of the city, because we're expecting to see anywhere from 1 to potentially even 2 inches of rain. So with the snow, slushy conditions later on tonight, we're also going to be watching for that snow melt and that heavy rain to create some ponding out there. So we do have a flood watch for the Boston area as well as down across southeastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island too. Brighter shades of green here indicating specific rivers where there are flood warnings you want to be aware of. And what we're also watching as this storm really moves on through, the winds are going to be ramping up. So where we have a lot of water logged areas, I guess you could say, with winds gusting out of the south 25 to 35 miles per hour, up to 40 to 50 miles per hour along the immediate coast, we could see some downed trees as well as some power outages. And the best potential where this wind advisory is for the south coast, South Shore, Cape and Islands. It's still gusty through the interior, but the strongest gusts across southeastern Massachusetts. And again, up to 50 miles per per hour. That also will coincide with the high tide down along the south coast. So just keep in mind, we do have a flood advisory that goes into effect late tonight and continues through early tomorrow morning for parts of the south coast. A lot of information, but the thing that we also will notice is the timing. The system does move on out of here. So by Thursday, a little bit drier by the afternoon, colder for your Friday, brighter too. We kick off the weekend looking pretty okay as temperatures rebound back into the 40s, but watching another system increasing the clouds for Sunday may allow for a possible shower late into Monday, but right now doesn't look to be that big of an impact. Of course, we'll keep an eye on it for you. Paula?
Sarah, thanks so much. I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.